Hi, everybody. Hello and welcome. Oi, vey, what did I do? It appears I said something in one of my last two videos which set the fox among the chickens. I have so many comments and emails and DMs to address that I have no hope of getting to it all. So I'm going to breathe deeply and just wish Prince William a very happy 42nd birthday. Don't you just love the photograph Catherine took and they released on his birthday? It is really almost iconic. And talking about iconic, I don't want to spoil William's birthday because I did see some lovely photographs of him and King Frederick of Denmark watching football and having fun. But when we talk about iconic pictures, I have to say a few words about this year's Ascot. Is it my imagination, or are all the women looking prettier than previous years? Zara Tindall, oh gosh, she had really outdone and outshone herself this year. Look, she knows how to dress, but this year at Ascot, she is perfection. From her hair to her jewelry to her shoes. There is just something magic about her this year. I don't know what it is. Someone said in a comment somewhere that she looks like the glue which holds everyone together. And truly, with all her hugs and laughs, it certainly looks like she's pulling everyone together. I'm equally glad to see Ma and Pa Middleton out and about as well. Carol looks beautiful as usual, but although well dressed, well made up, absolutely perfect, it does seem that she had aged suddenly. I can't remember the last time I saw a photograph of her, but it wasn't too long ago, not more than 6 or 7 months, I think. And her face looks like she aged at least 5 years in that short time. And I really don't mean it in any nasty way. In my opinion, it is a reflection of the worry and difficult time she had been through. To see her and Michael Middleton out and about getting some sunshine and love is absolutely fantastic. And I think they deserve the love and attention they clearly got from everyone. I'm also not going anywhere without mentioning Sophie and Edward. Oy vey, particularly on the day of their 25th wedding anniversary. Sophie looked like a bride and the two of them looked so happy. It really made me smile. Camilla was clearly having a good time, but to me she still does not look like herself. She looks distracted and a little sad from time to time. As for the king, the man makes me a little sad too, I have to admit. He really does not look too well. Yes, he looks very dapper and oh my word, I mean, that suit, the waistcoat and the tie looks so great on him. The bit of colour making a huge difference. But I'm worried about his health. All indications are that he is responding well to his treatment, but it is clear that he is not out of the woods yet, or I would say anywhere near being a well man. It is indeed rather concerning. Now, in a way, I do want to talk about Harry and Meghan, but in a completely different light, okay? For so long, I've been asking you to hold on to your horses, not to add to all the hate and bitchiness shown to the York sisters, and in particular Eugenie. Look, come on, guys, let's be practical. Meghan had fooled many people, and I can't even say starting with Trevor Ingleson like I wanted to, because the poor man wasn't even the first one. Many people, men and women, had fallen for her many charms and many roles, like her little girl lost role, her fun friend role, her sympathetic sister role. But at the end of the day, they were all roles. And if you go back to Nanaki Pretty, Jessica Mulroney, Sophie Trudeau, and many others, they will be able to tell you better than I can which role they fell for. In the same equation, there's also her victim role and many, many others. Now, I spoke to people who had met Eugenie socially, and from that I learned that of the two girls, she is the more outgoing, outspoken one. Used to be a bit of a tomboy and so on, but Eugenie is also the one with the big heart, the most forgiving, and the biggest klutz of the two girls. In a way, she takes after her mother more than maybe Beatrice, and it is no wonder that Eugenie, who was closer to Harry to start off with, fell for Meghan's lines. Hook, line, and sinker. But I want you to know that her eyes, like everyone else's, Nanaki, Jessica, and others, have been opened to who and what Meghan is. And she chose. She made a conscious choice to support her real family. Charles allowed her mother back in, just like his mother before him, except with the demise of Prince Philip, it became more open and more regular. Although it is said that both the Queen and Prince Philip favoured Beatrice a little, they loved Eugenie as well, and Eugenie had huge respect for both her grandparents. Nobody in the family ever expected Eugenie to turn her back on her cousin when he and his wife went to America. Monarchy business was not her business. Family and friendship was her business. Did she know what they would say or how she and others would be portrayed in their Netflix mockumentary? No, she didn't. I still do not know what caused the rift between Eugenie and the Harkles, but something did happen, and there was indeed a sudden change, and that change took place sometime between the Queen's death and Charles's coronation. But all due respect to Eugenie, she did not go and spread the sordid tale to every magazine, so we likely will never know what happened. What I am told now is that Eugenie had a talk with King Charles. I would have expected her to talk to William, because we all know she is close to and very loyal to her father. But my source says she was told Eugenie spoke to the king, and that he had forgiven her, understood the position she found herself in, and that she had since been embraced by the entire family. So, my dears, have compassion. We are all entitled to make that one big mistake, choose that one wrong friend. We do it. We've done it. I know I have, but we all learn from it, don't we? The more empathetic we are, the more likely we also are of allowing people to take advantage of us. The test is whether we can recognize it and how we handle it once we see it for what it is. Harry and Meghan are now lost in their own rubbish dump. They dumped on everyone, the Queen, Prince Philip, King Charles, William and Catherine's children, on Queen Consort Camilla, the British press, and the entire British nation. And now? Well, now they are being dumped, and I'm sure it is hard, and I'm sure it is painful, but it is a lesson some of us learned in tiny portions as children, and hopefully Harry and Meghan will now finally learn the same lessons as adults. And talking about being dumped, I do not have many contributors in the United States, but the few I have are all more or less in the same field: film, entertainment, advertising, and so on. And I'm telling you, I had far more than one email telling me there are loud rumblings coming from Netflix. One contributor said I was right. If WME dropped Megan, the chances that she will have a continuing liaison with Netflix is indeed slim to none. Another told me they heard some rumblings about Netflix being unhappy with what Meghan and Harry are busy producing. Some prize words allegedly have been spoken at a meeting showing dissatisfaction with Meghan's cooking and entertaining show. Why? This particular person does not know. And Harry's polo show is allegedly gone back to the editing room. All allegedly, of course, but nothing I heard sounded very positive. Now that I've made contact again, I'm sure we'll get to the bottom of it all very soon. Okay, guys, thank you for spending time with me. I'm on the hunt for new stories, new information, so let's do it. Let's bring the fantastical royal family back and cut out those stinking, rotting pieces of the lovely, red, fragrant apple once and for all. Okay, guys, have a good weekend, everybody. I'll see you in a day or two. Take good care of yourselves. Bye.